Good afternoon, children. Welcome back to the next session, the second part of ancient civilization of India. In this, we are going to learn about the Vedic period and the four Vedas. Rig Veda period, in its social, economic, political, and religious systems. At the same time, we're going to learn about post-Rig Veda period and its social, economical, political, and religious systems. So, regarding the Vedic age, Vedas were compiled by Aryans. The Aryans belonged to the early Indo-European tribe of southern Russia. Many of the groups of this tribe through Central Asia, they came to Iran Plateau and from there migrated to Punjab area via Afghanistan. The culture built by these people is understood based on the Vedas and is called as Vedic culture. And this Vedic period is identified as the period between 1500 before Common Era and 700 before Common Era. And this is divided into two periods. First part is the Rig Veda period, which is known as the beginning Vedic period. And this period is between 1500 BCE to 1000 BCE. The second part is the post-Rig Veda period, which is known as post-Vedic period. This period is between 1000 before Common Era and 700 BCE. Now we are going to learn about the four Vedas. Vedas are classified into four groups. They are, already we have learned in the previous classes. I hope you all are remembering that four Vedas which we have learned before. Once again we are repeating. The four Vedas are Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. Vedas are mainly a compilation of nature worship, yaga and process of yagas and black magic. And these are also called as Samhide. And every Samhide has a text which is called Brahmana, which explains about various ways of performing rituals. And every Brahmana has an Aranyaka and an Upanishad. Aranyakas have necessary suprasensory instructions to hermits who were living in the forest. And Upanishads are the reflective discourses on philosophy. Upanishads are the evidence of intellectual maturity of Indians during Rig Veda. Rig Veda has 1028 suktas or prayer songs, and these are grouped under 10 mandalas. And all these suktas were not compiled in a single time. The Aryans' entry to India, there were three communities among Aryans. They are aristocracy, priestly class and common people. According to this, the gods created Adipurusha, whose mouth became Brahmanas, shoulders became Kshatriyas, thighs became Vaishyas, and Shudras were born from his feet. Thus, an effort was made to provide divine and mythical background to the birth of caste. In the later Vedas, the word Varna appears. Three Varnas performed the roles in rituals, administration, and business and had the right for property. The fourth Varna, Shudra, comes during the last stage of Rig Veda. And the local tribal groups, Dasyu, Pani, and Dasa, form this Shudra Varna. Aryans, after defeating the local tribes Dasadasyu, made them work as their slaves. The first three Varnas had the right over expanding agriculture and lands. The Shudras were forced to work for the first three Varnas. It was told as their duty. The patriarchal family was the main social unit. And in Rigveda, the cultivable land is called as Ketra and cultivation of land is called as Krishi. The Rigvedic compilers wealth meant cows, horses, camels and sheep. Still, cultivated land was considered as part of their wealth. In Rigveda, tribes were living in gramas. Rajan or Raja was the head of the tribes. The names of Rajas were related to their specific tribes. And as we are having a leader in every group, the same way Aryans had Raja as their head. And the position of Raja was hereditary. Trukshi of Puru clan and Sudas of Bharata clan are the examples for this. In the religious system, Yagna was the epicenter of religious practices. And during this yagna, animal sacrifices were done to appease gods. Appease means to please gods. And yagnas were organized primarily for two reasons. They are: one is to get good rains and harvest, and the second one is to seek the help of gods to defeat their enemies like Dasyus. And the priest, one who conducted the yagna, was called as Hotur. And yagna, the reciting of slokas and consumption of soma, which is a drink, was done during the yagna. Samaveda has taken much of the content from Rigveda. And Atharva Veda is similar to Rigveda, its size and content. The four divisions in the form of Brahmanas, Kshatriya, Vaisya and Shudras became strong. Shudras were kept at the lowest position in the social hierarchy. These Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharva Veda, these four Vedas are appeared as the continuation and contributory of it. Samaveda has taken much from the Rigveda with few alterations of borrowed content. And Yajurveda has two different types of texts called black and white. The black Yajurveda, there are explanations about the way of reciting mantras, and also there is commentary and discussion on the same. And white Yajurveda has only mantras, there is no any explanations. Atharva Veda is very similar to Rig Veda in its size and content. It has got some mantras. Brahmins used to accept gifts for conducting yagnas and rituals. Rajanya indicates the Kshatriya Varna. They were having the political power. And the Vaishyas, they were supposed to offer gifts to others. The Sudras were part of the Varna system but were kept at the lower caste. Women were placed at the lowest position in the social hierarchy. And they are considered as embodiment of lies. And we can find the reference to dowry in Atharva Veda. There was no proper benefit for the women's work. There was no practice of child marriage, and polygamy was prevalent among the rich and powerful. The widow can remarry. Regarding economic system of post-Rig Veda period, the Aryans moved from Sindhu River area to Ganga River, and the scarcity of water in the Doab region of Sutlej and Yamuna made them move towards the river Ganga plains. In the Upanishads, new concepts like karma and rebirth were created. In post-Rig Vedic period, also there was religious beliefs and rituals of Rig Veda continued along with the changes and additions during post-Vedic period. Rudra and Vishnu had gained a significant position during this post-Rig Vedic period. They become important gods. The place of a person in the caste system, which is based on birth. In Upanishads, new concepts like karma and rebirth of soul were created. By this, we are ending the lesson. Go through reading and understand properly and learn it.